Sometimes I just want to use my throat chakra and I don't want to like worry about making a proper like sit down chat video. So excuse me for I excuse myself, okay? Do you guys want this message or not? um so I feel like a lot of people have been starting to talk about um you know, the thing that's been going around on YouTube, I don't dream of labor, or people are just really waking up to the fact that we are in these jobs and systems and we don't have to be. And sometimes we feel like the older generation is always like, oh, the next generation's so lazy, they don't want to work hard for what they have, blah blah blah, because the old generation feels like they paid their dues, or they had to work hard, they had to do this, they had to do that. And so they have a sense of the young people have it too easy. The young people don't want to work hard. The young people, blah, 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 blah. But what has really happened is from that old generation of working too hard and of expending your energy more than the human was naturally meant to expend their energy, from that generation was birthed, okay, their vessels were the carrying chambers of the new generation to come through. And the new generation were star seeds that understood that humans are not meant to work excessively, and in fact the purpose of their existence and was being. But again, the previous generation got so tied up, so indoctrinated, got ran over by the elites, and fed them, taught them that they had to be productive, that life is not meaningful if you're not chasing money or chasing cars or chasing houses. And so because the past generation was indoctrinated to work so hard, they can't seem to wrap their head around why the next generation, all the babies are being born and they're like, we don't want to work hard, we don't want to do this, we see right through this system and we don't want to do this. Not even understanding that the last generation put out a cry to the universe and said, we don't want to work hard, we don't want to have to do this, we don't want to live this way anymore. And so to answer their call, their children, the next generations, would be the ones that have encoded in their DNA the truth that they do not have to work hard to have a successful future. Now, this doesn't mean that people are just lazy and they just lay on their couch all day and they have nothing to offer society. No, obviously, as humans, we are symbiotic creatures, so we like to be of service and help each other when we are living in our purpose. And a lot of times we are always like, I need to find my purpose. What's my purpose? I feel lost in life because I don't know my purpose. Not understanding that your purpose has nothing to do with figuring out why you're here. Your purpose of being here is to exist. Okay, finding your purpose comes from societally being conditioned to want to help your collective, want to help the community. Therefore, you want to find your purpose so you can see where you fit into a societal structure. Okay, because the truth is, in being here and existing and anchoring the light and experiencing the human journey, that is your purpose. That is why you're here. Okay, so yeah, so many codes. The paradigm is really being shattered to the fact that we don't have to work senselessly to make a living. Okay, that is an old paradigm, and the truth is, the elites, the lower dimensional beings that were trying to control the humans, orchestrated and wanted to keep the humans busy, 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 busy at your 9 to 5, busy with your schedules, because you never have time to stop and think and contemplate why you're doing all the things that you're doing. They put you in a debt society and a debt system so that you're always working. You never have time to stop. All the resources in life are free. Everything is meant to be free. Everything that is required for a human being to exist is free. It's free, okay? The water is here and free. The oxygen is here and free. The food is here and free. And I'm not talking about the food they're putting in the grocery stores. That is fake GMO food. Mother Gaia, if you put a seed in the earth and you allow it to grow, that seed or that tree can feed you again and again and again and again and again for generations to come. Okay? Everything we need is given. And again, it goes back to that quote that says that how are we the most intelligent species, but we're the only species that is paying to live? Like, seriously. And we're paying to live because societally we have agreed that we're supposed to pay to live. If everybody made it up in their mind that it doesn't make sense to pay to live, we would stop. The reason why everything that is wrong with our society is wrong with our society, it has happened because we have societally, we have collectively said that that is going to be the norm. We would not be experiencing anything that collectively we did not agree on. Because we have agreed on it, whether we are aware of what we are agreeing to or not, because we collectively agreed to it, that is what we are experiencing. Because we collectively agreed that we had to have a job and we had to go to work and we had to go to school and you had to stay busy and you had to eat the GMO food and you had to have a bigger house and you had to have a better job and you had to have a bigger car. Because we decided all these things, that is the reality that we are experiencing and living through. We chose it. And so it really makes me, I don't want to say angry because I'm not angry about it, but it's really sad to me how people can say, oh, well, it just is the way it is. That's just how it's going to be. You know what I mean? It's like, do you know how defeated you have to be to say, well, that's just the way it is. That's the way it's always going to be. What if people in times of slavery said, well, that's just the way it's going to be. It's never going to change. It's always going to be this way. We'd still be experiencing that. What if during the times of Nazi Germany and World War II, people said, well, it's just going to have to be this way. The Jews are just going to have to be in concentration camps and it's just going to have to be this way. You know what I mean? Like, and at the time, there were probably people who really did have that mindset and mentality, that defeated mentality, saying that it's just always going to have to be this way. And it doesn't. It's just people are too lazy to fight for what they want, and not even fight, because it doesn't have to be difficult. People are so happy to give away their sovereignty. They want to be baby. They want someone else to take care of them. They want someone else to come up with the answers, okay? They want someone to alleviate their pain. They want someone else to figure it out. They don't want to take accountability for their life and for the way the world is. They're like, someone else will fix it. Therefore, they say it's hopeless. Nothing's ever going to change. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this is just like when I hear people saying, oh, well, yeah, we have jobs, but that's never going to change. Oh, yeah, we use a cash system and that's never going to change. It's like, says you. And I'm sorry that you are so pessimistic to the fact that you cannot see that we as the people hold the power. And if you want to give your power away, that's fine, but don't condemn humanity because you don't have the will to fight for what you believe in. So yeah, that is what I have to say about that. Thank you guys for letting me chat with you today in this capacity, and I hope that you enjoyed these downloads.